I see great obstacles as great opportunities. This quote from Donald Trump sums up one of the greatest lessons any entrepreneur or investor needs to understand. Obstacles are not barriers, they are springboards. How many times have you faced a challenge that seemed insurmountable? That debt that seemed impossible to pay off, that business that didn't go as planned, or even the lack of resources to bring an idea to life. Now think, what if these obstacles were actually disguised opportunities? He built his empire by facing enormous challenges, from real estate market crises to billion-dollar debts. He turned difficulties into victories. But how did he do that? He saw each problem as a chance to grow, learn, and prosper. In this video, you will discover how to turn obstacles into opportunities by following practical and proven principles from Donald. I will show you how to adjust your mindset, identify hidden possibilities within challenges, and act strategically to achieve success. If you are going through difficulties or looking for ways to grow financially, this content is for you. Get ready to change your perspective and turn things around. He always emphasized that mindset is the decisive factor between success and failure. He believes that those who see obstacles as barriers rarely prosper, but those who face them as opportunities find new ways to win. This is the first step, changing how you interpret challenges. Trump often says, think big. You're going to be thinking anyway, so think big. This mindset is powerful because it teaches that when faced with an obstacle, you need to elevate your vision. Instead of focusing on the problem, focus on the solution. When you change the way you see a difficulty, you start to notice alternatives that were previously hidden. For example, during economic crises, many people panic. They cut expenses, avoid investments, and retreat. But Donald sees crises as the perfect time to buy undervalued assets, negotiate better contracts, and expand businesses. While most run away, he moves forward. Another important lesson from him is, if you're not willing to take risks, then you shouldn't be in business. Risks and obstacles go hand in hand. Those who are afraid of making mistakes end up paralyzed. But those who take control of situations understand that risk is the price to pay for success. This means that when something doesn't go as expected, it's not time to complain or give up. It's time to assess the situation, understand what went wrong, and adjust the strategy. He did this many times, even when facing billion-dollar debts. He renegotiated contracts, adjusted his investments, and recovered his businesses. Trump also believes that resilience is essential. Obstacles are inevitable, but giving up is optional. When a path is blocked, you must be flexible enough to find another route. Let's bring this to your reality. Imagine you have a small business that has started losing customers. You can simply accept the decline or look for new ways to attract customers, diversify products, or even adapt your business model. Obstacles like this don't mean the end, but the beginning of something greater. Donald used this mindset during the real estate crisis. Many investors left the market, but he kept buying properties and negotiating debts. This ability to adapt and persist made all the difference. Finally, it's essential to notice what others don't see. He was always alert to opportunities that went unnoticed by most. He didn't follow the crowd, he created his own path. If everyone is investing in something popular, it might be time to look for less explored sectors. If the market is down, it could be the perfect moment to negotiate assets at lower prices. This strategic thinking turns obstacles into great opportunities. Now that you understand the importance of adjusting your mindset when facing obstacles, let's dive deeper into how to apply this strategy in a practical way. Donald always emphasized that facing difficulties is part of the path to success. The difference lies in how you react to them. Trump faced one of his greatest financial crises in the 90s, accumulating billions in debt. Many in his position would have declared bankruptcy and given up. But he saw the crisis as an opportunity to reorganize his businesses. He renegotiated contracts, redefined partnerships, and identified sectors of the real estate market that were undervalued but had long-term growth potential. This strategic move not only saved his businesses, but also put him back on top. This approach can be applied by anyone. In times of crisis, many people see only problems, but those who calmly analyze the situation can identify opportunities. Imagine you work in sales and the market is shrinking. Instead of cutting costs randomly, you could look for suppliers with better terms or offer more affordable products to consumers. He also highlights the importance of making quick decisions. He believes that hesitation is the enemy of success. When you spot an opportunity, you need to act decisively. How many times have you had a promising idea but took so long to act that someone else executed it first? In the business world, time is money. It's not about acting without thinking, but about being swift in assessing risks and making decisions. If you want to start a business, start small, but start. If you want to invest, study the market, but don't spend forever planning. Donald always argued that real learning comes from practice. Another fundamental pillar for turning obstacles into opportunities is networking. Trump knew how to build a strategic network of contacts throughout his life. He understood that no one wins alone. During crises, he sought out investors, banks, and partners who could collaborate on his projects. He knew that with strong allies, it was possible to renegotiate debts, raise funds, and identify new business opportunities. In your own life, think, who can help you overcome obstacles? It could be a mentor, a business partner, an investor, or even a loyal customer. Building solid relationships can open doors during critical times. He was always a visionary. He didn't see an empty lot, but the potential for an iconic building. He didn't just see a financial crisis, but an opportunity for growth. Being visionary means anticipating trends, seeing what few others see, and acting before others realize the opportunity. Imagine a saturated market, but you identify a new demand that no one is meeting. This can be the difference between failure and success. Applying this to daily life, it's important to stay alert to changes in consumer behavior, new technologies, and economic shifts. Those who anticipate the future lead the market. Persistence is not about stubbornly repeating mistakes, but about adjusting the strategy until finding the solution. Donald was always persistent, but never stubborn. If something didn't work, he adjusted the course but never gave up. It's common for entrepreneurs to give up at the first obstacle. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail lies in the ability to adjust the path without losing sight of the goal. You can apply this smart persistence to any project. If a product didn't sell well, analyze the feedback and make improvements. If an investment didn't yield the expected results, review your strategy. The key is to adapt without giving up. Now that you understand how to apply these concepts strategically, let's explore concrete examples of how to turn challenges into major achievements. Now that you've grasped his mindset and strategies for turning obstacles into opportunities, let's apply these concepts to real-life situations. Next, I will show you practical examples and concrete strategies that illustrate how you can use these principles in your financial and business life. During the real estate crisis of the 90s, Donald was involved in grand projects that ended up accumulating billions in debt. Many investors abandoned the market, but Trump did the opposite. He negotiated with creditors and used the market's devaluation to his advantage. He knew that high-value properties were being sold for prices well below market value. Instead of running away, he took advantage of the situation to buy strategic properties at reduced prices. When the market recovered, these investments appreciated tremendously. Always remember that in times of crisis, the market is full of opportunities for those with vision and courage. If you have capital or access to credit, you can negotiate better purchasing conditions, whether in real estate, stocks, or even equipment for your business. Don't run from crises, study them, and take advantage of the gaps. Now imagine a small business owner who has a clothing store and notices that sales have started to drop. He can panic and close his doors, or analyze consumer behavior and adapt the business. Inspired by Trump, he decides to use the crisis as an opportunity to innovate. He starts selling online, creates targeted promotions, and seeks partnerships with local influencers. With these adjustments, he not only saves the business, but also expands the brand's reach. If the market has changed, you need to change too. Use adversity to innovate, adapt products, and seek new ways to sell. Obstacles reveal weaknesses in the business model, but also highlight where you can improve. Donald was always a master negotiator. He believes that in difficult times, good negotiation can be the difference between collapsing and thriving. A classic example was when he convinced banks to maintain his financing despite massive debts, because he demonstrated that, if given time, he could recover his ventures and everyone would benefit. Reflect on this. In tough financial situations, negotiate with suppliers, creditors, and partners. Show them that with adjusted conditions, you will be able to fulfill your commitments. A supplier would rather be paid a little later than not be paid at all. Negotiation is essential. Instead of shrinking his business during uncertain times, he saw it as a chance to grow. In a contracted market, he started new projects while most were pulling back. This gave him an advantage when the economy recovered. Be smart and think about how to expand during difficult times, even if strategically. It could be opening a new sales channel, investing in marketing, or launching a new product that meets the market's current demand. Obstacles are inevitable, but as Trump always says, success is learning to go from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. You've already realized that obstacles aren't enemies. They are disguised teachers. Donald always saw difficulties as opportunities to grow, innovate, and stand out. And that's the mindset you need to adopt to transform your financial reality and achieve success. He proved countless times that no challenge is too great when you have strategic vision, the courage to act, and the determination to persist. He faced billion-dollar debts, market crises, and business failures, but used each of these challenges as fuel to grow. Life is full of challenges, but it's also full of hidden opportunities. The secret is to see beyond the problem, maintain a winning mindset, and act with determination. Trump teaches us that true power lies in how we handle adversity. Those who face obstacles as stepping stones will always be one step ahead. So if you're going through tough times or looking to grow, don't give up. Use these challenges as fuel to reach the next level. If you enjoyed this video and want to keep learning strategies to succeed financially and in business, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and like this video. That way, you won't miss any content that can transform your journey towards success. Remember that thinking big costs nothing but can take you where few can go. See you in the next video. Take care and keep moving forward because success is waiting for you.